Welcome to the Think Forward podcast, where we speak with futurists, innovators, and big thinkers. Come along with your host, Steve Fisher, and explore the future together.
Welcome back to Foundations and Foresight, a Think Forward series. I'm Steve Fisher, and today we're continuing our exploration of world building within the Spectrum Foresight method. Specifically, we're diving into how we can thoughtfully design physical and digital infrastructures to align with and actively support significant super shifts that are reshaping our future. When we talk about the future, it's easy to imagine it as something abstract, filled with possibilities that we haven't yet encountered. But here's the thing. Those possibilities don't just happen on their own. They're deeply influenced by the infrastructures we build and maintain, both physical and digital. The environments, networks, and spaces we create today have a profound impact on what becomes possible tomorrow. Think back to when electricity first became widely available. The initial infrastructure built around electricity, power grids, transmission lines, and electrical outlets, wasn't just about delivering energy. It enabled entirely new ways of life, from home appliances to factories, completely reshaping how we lived and worked. Similarly, the internet's arrival didn't just introduce new technologies. It fundamentally changed our economy, culture, education systems, and even the way governments operate. Today, as we stand at another significant threshold of transformation, we see super shifts such as digital transformation, sustainability demands, and evolving social values emerging. These profound shifts are not isolated incidents or passing trends. They are deep, structural changes that impact every aspect of our lives. And crucially, these super shifts place new demands on our physical and digital infrastructures. So what exactly do we mean by infrastructures? Well, we're talking about all the physical systems and structures like buildings, roads, energy grids, transportation systems, and the digital infrastructures like data centers, broadband networks, cloud services, and digital platforms. Together, these form the backbone of modern society, enabling us to live, communicate, work, and innovate effectively. Let's consider how the powerful super shift of sustainability influences infrastructure. This isn't just about adding solar panels or creating electric cars. Sustainability is transforming our entire approach to designing, building, and managing our physical environments. It's shaping everything from green building practices and renewable energy grids to sustainable transportation networks and circular economy infrastructures. Imagine cities that integrate vertical farms into their architecture. Buildings designed not just to consume less energy, but to actively generate and share energy with surrounding neighborhoods. Picture transportation infrastructures built around high-speed electric transit, encouraging not just individual efficiency, but broad-based societal sustainability. Now let's shift our attention to digital infrastructures and the powerful super shift we call the Age of Intelligence. Here, the rise of artificial intelligence, automation, and data-driven decision-making isn't just about new tech tools. It requires an entirely new kind of digital infrastructure, robust, high-capacity broadband networks, sophisticated data storage and analysis facilities, secure cloud services, and advanced digital collaboration platforms. This super shift pushes us towards the concept of smart cities, where sensors monitor everything from traffic patterns to air quality, making real-time adjustments to enhance quality of life. It moves us toward digital healthcare systems capable of predictive analytics to improve patient outcomes, and it fosters digital-first workplaces that empower remote collaboration and innovative productivity. But it's important to recognize that infrastructures don't just reflect super shifts. They actively enable and accelerate them. Building infrastructures aligned with these major shifts doesn't just help us adapt to change. It positions us to proactively leverage change, turning future disruptions into opportunities for innovation, growth, and leadership. So how do we practically approach the task of designing future-oriented infrastructures? The process begins by clearly identifying the super shifts most relevant to your organization or community. It might be sustainability, digital transformation, demographic shifts, or any other profound change significantly influencing your context. Once you've identified your critical super shifts, the next step is defining their specific infrastructure implications. For sustainability, this could mean mapping out infrastructure for renewable energy, smart grid technologies, sustainable transportation networks, or green urban planning. For digital transformation, it might involve planning high-speed connectivity, robust cybersecurity infrastructures, cloud-first platforms, and smart technologies embedded throughout your organizational or community framework. The key here is to envision clearly how these infrastructures can and should look in practice. Start by sketching out these ideas conceptually. Imagine not just what infrastructure you need, but how it will function, how people will interact with it, and how it integrates with existing systems. Next, engage stakeholders in your organization or community to refine and enhance these ideas. Infrastructure projects, especially transformative ones, need buy-in from multiple stakeholders: community members, business leaders, policymakers, and technologists. Early involvement ensures your infrastructure designs are not only visionary, but also practical, accepted, and effective. As you develop these plans, consider both immediate and longer-term strategic needs. Future-oriented infrastructure isn't static. It's flexible and adaptive. Design it with room for evolution as new trends, technologies, and societal needs emerge. Remember, the goal of foresight isn't just to react effectively, but to anticipate and proactively shape the future. Now let's briefly explore some practical challenges and considerations you might encounter when designing future infrastructures. First, it's important to manage complexity. It's easy to become overwhelmed by the scope and scale of these transformative projects. Keep your infrastructure strategies clear and intuitive, ensuring they're easily communicated and understood across your organization or community. Another critical aspect is maintaining flexibility. The future is inherently uncertain. Design infrastructures that are adaptable, modular, and scalable. Be ready to pivot as new signals and trends emerge. Building in flexibility from the outset ensures your infrastructure remains relevant and effective over the long term. Additionally, clear and compelling communication is essential. Infrastructure projects often involve significant investment and long-term planning. Clearly articulate the strategic importance of these investments, emphasizing how they align with your identified supershifts and broader strategic objectives. Show stakeholders precisely how these infrastructures enable your community or organization to navigate future challenges and leverage new opportunities. Finally, embrace diverse perspectives and feedback. Designing effective infrastructure isn't just a technical task. It's also a deeply human and strategic one. Gather diverse input to challenge assumptions, identify blind spots, and uncover innovative solutions. This inclusive approach enriches your infrastructure designs, ensuring they're comprehensive, innovative, and strategically robust. Let's take a moment to recap today's critical insights. We explored the importance of physical and digital infrastructures as foundational components of strategic foresight and world building. We discussed how major supershifts significantly shape these infrastructures and provided clear, practical steps for designing future-oriented infrastructure strategies within your own context. As we conclude, here's a practical action step for you. Identify one supershift significantly impacting your organization or community today. Clearly outline what physical or digital infrastructures are needed to effectively respond to this shift. Begin crafting a practical strategy or roadmap for developing or adapting these infrastructures, even in preliminary form. Remember, taking this step now sets the stage for strategic success tomorrow. Looking ahead, in our next episode, we'll continue our world-building journey by exploring how to craft future societies and cultures influenced by the powerful supershifts we've been examining. This next step is crucial for creating comprehensive, believable future scenarios within the Spectrum Foresight method. Infrastructure isn't just about technical solutions. It's about creating environments that empower us to thrive in a rapidly changing world. The physical and digital spaces we design today set the stage for tomorrow's innovations, opportunities, and societal evolution. And thank you again for joining me on this episode of Foundations in Foresight. Keep designing thoughtfully, planning strategically, and always think forward.
Thanks for listening to the Think Forward podcast. You can find us on all the major podcast platforms and at www.thinkforwardshow.com, as well as on YouTube under Think Forward Show. See you next time.